Some other shit I learned. In layman's terms. Never allow these niggas to get into your head because you love them so much that sharing yourself with them becomes dangerous, where you got to protect yourself from them. That sharing yourself with them, they tend to form into a weapon and use against you. Now, of course, it takes two parties, so I'm not blaming you for being who you are. You know, it take a fucked up mind state to look at love in its purest form and decide to taint it or create a toxic environment to change it, transform it, or transmute it. But still, accountability have to be taken. We can't keep giving these niggas passes. We can't keep going with it. We can't just keep hoping and praying for a different outcome when it has been shown to you time and time again who these niggas was or who these niggas is, or just because we love them and we want to have hope in the better. We want to believe in them. But these type of individuals tend to take those positives and turn them shits into fucking negative. Right? And so don't allow these niggas to get in your head and make you or convince you to think that you need to try harder because they don't feel loved. Them niggas know that they loved, they know that they respected, and they know that they wanted. And this is not for, I don't make these fucking, I don't make these shits for people that thrive or for toxicity or for seeing people hurt or for motherfuckers who feel like it's entertaining or um an adrenaline rush to fucking hurt somebody, to always be in some mixy shit, mixy motherfuckers. I don't make videos for motherfuckers like that who feel like it's excitement to them to always be turned the fuck up with a significant other. I'm talking about long-term relationships that survived enough and have gotten to a point where it has ended, it will end, or that's it. You know, when you look back on shit and you see shit, you gotta see shit for what it really is. I remember telling my son that shit before, that you gotta assess the person for who they really are. Even if you gonna love them and all they fucked upness, you gotta realize that they fucked up and stop trying to paint a picture to everybody else like they this particular person when they not that particular person. The picture you're painting is the person that you want people to see them as. But motherfuckers out here done been through some shit, so there's nobody blind to the bullshit but you. You know what I'm saying? So at some point you gotta take accountability. So these motherfuckers that's trying to make you jump through loops to stay with them, these motherfuckers that's disrespectful throughout the relationship, these motherfuckers that, it is in their actions that there is no sincere interest in being with you romantically. All right? I'm just one person. You know what I'm saying? Um, with experience. There's many of us out here with experience. But it's just no fucking way that after years and years of us being together, you still doing the same old juvenile shit. And because your significant other have dealt with it with all these years or found a way to deal with it means that you should be okay with fucking doing it. Like, that is a language within itself. You know, and that's shit that we gotta look at. Someone else's inability to love you does not define the type of person or woman that you are. Motherfuckers that's married don't define who each other are. We are each other's reflection to a degree, yes. But your husband don't define you as a woman. He gave you the title of wife. He does not define the woman that you are, and vice fucking versa. So all these fucking people out there that's on some shit about, because people, we all got some shit with us or whatever. You know, I noticed that people are they put they fucking worry about the wrong shit. Know what I mean? They worry about the wrong shit. That motherfucker made you a wife, right? I ain't talking about no fucking wifey. Alright? There was one time growing up in the hood that meant the same thing. Now we all fucking grown. That shit ain't the same. It's not the fucking same. I am in my mid-40s. By now, if we're dating in the same age range, because I like my men my age, a little seasoned. I like my men a little seasoned, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my preference. And so, let me just stick to the script. Anybody that's over 40, males and females, and they say, men really don't start to mature until they in their 30s. Respectfully. I understand it. All right, I don't necessarily know if I agree with it, but I'm not a man. I wouldn't really know. That's what the statistics say. I'm gonna go with the statistics. I get it. Men don't really mature until they're in their 30s. All right. Anybody that's 40 and up, if you are in a serious relationship, there should be a wind down to marriage. No, you don't have to rush to get married. No, you don't. But I just feel like if we 40, well, I'm in my mid-40s, I'll say that. If we in our mid-40s and you think that I'm about to be a wifey, we dating 6 and 7 motherfucking me. I just think that a serious conversation needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? Because that wifey shit, and then, okay, I'm going to leave room because people have different belief systems. Okay, respectfully. So, some people don't believe in that paper. Some people don't believe in you having to be or ordained into a marriage and things like that. And I have to respect other people's lifestyles and cultures and decisions, because we have that motherfucking free will, but I just think it's a little weird. Just the title. Let me stick with that. Just the title sounds weird to me. To be having cocktails somewhere, to be having dinner somewhere, family, friends, cool, everybody kicking it, maybe it's somebody there, a cousin you ain't seen in a long time, and it's like, yo, that's wifey. And we 47 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just don't sit right with me. It's weird. But to each his own. Whatever floats your motherfucking boat. All I'm saying is that don't love someone so much that you hang on to their every word. And when you begin to mesh, because you will, because it's like kind of inevitable, because you begin to spend so much time together, and you're always together, and maybe you live together, or maybe you guys are married, or maybe you have a family and you have this whole routine, and so there's characteristics about you guys that may begin to mesh a little. And that's okay. But don't ever forget who the fuck you are. Don't ever abandon yourself for no motherfucking body. And furthermore, don't ever let these niggas get into your fucking head and make you think that at any time they felt unseen, unheard, and untaken care of. And again, I'm not talking about these toxic motherfuckers that's mixy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you in a motherfucking relationship and you know how you been with this nigga and that nigga know how you been with him, and every motherfucking body that know y'all know how you been with him. And they ain't even got to be in your motherfucking business to know it. Real, recognize real. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. You can read people fucking energies. You know what I'm saying? Don't have these niggas get in your fucking head and make you think ever that the relationship went left because of something you did or something you said or something you didn't do or something that you didn't say. When my long-term relationship went left without closure, I realized that the whole time that motherfucker was plotting that shit. Okay? You not gonna ever fucking convince me different. I didn't get the closure. Now I don't even fucking need it. But when I look back, the motherfucker plotted the whole shit. And I think that's why I felt so fucked up. Like I should have seen it coming. And that's why I beat myself up saying I should have never believed in him. I should have been cut his ass. I should have been left his ass. I should not fuck with him. I didn't even have to wait for them. I shouldn't have did, I began to do that shit to myself. When I realized it was a plot. And I'm gonna tell you why it was a plot. Because he was going around telling people what he lacked. He couldn't convince me of what the fuck he lacked. So what he tried to do was impede on who I was as a person. He tried to knock down the aspects that he didn't like, and what was a lot that he didn't like. Come to find out, he did not like my independence because he's a codependent person. But he's so fucking weird because how could you be a codependent and you ain't got shit for nobody to be codependent on? And I'm not even talking about fucking finances. You don't even have enough within yourself to give to someone else. No love, no honor, no appreciation, no respect to give to somebody else. In all the fucking years of separation, I was building myself up to be a better me so that we can be a better we. What the fuck was that nigga doing? But he telling all these fucking sob stories to motherfucking people, and they believe in him. I don't give a fuck whether they are or not, but they believe in him because they helping him to convey a plan to escape what he was saying was his misery, where he wasn't happy at. And I never got the fucking memo. This is all the shit that I had to put together because, you get it for some odd reason, or whether it's an irony, I don't fucking know. But in a relationship that was like mine, which appeared to have all the fucking traits of toxicity, I just really didn't know it because one of us was being toxic and one of us was being fucking pure. But narcissists look for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a whole fucking world of givers and a whole fucking world of takers. We're motherfucking divided. So narcissists are the fucking takers. They look for givers. Bong, right? But and I'm not a giver as in sucker, but I am love. I am a black woman. I know what love is all the fuck about. And I know what it's like not to have it. And I know what it's like to lack support. And I know what it's like to need just a little bit. Because a little bit of something. You know, we make a dollar out of motherfucking 15 cents. You heard me? We got the hustle in our motherfucking backbone. And narcissists look for fucking people like that intentionally to infiltrate so that you can become codependent on them because they need that for survival. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, uh, oh damn, I got so much to say and it's all jumbled up right here in the front. So you know, that's how narcissists become manipulators. And the way he left and how he left and what happened, I just realized, you know, it just like, damn, the fucking walls came crashing down. I realized I've been manipulated the whole fucking time, played for a motherfucking fool because of the love that I have for that man, you know, that he took advantage. It is totally inhumane, in my opinion, to live under certain conditions or live in certain conditions. And he was fucking one of them. I didn't know that at the time, but I found that out later that he didn't even have the basics of humanity down pat. No care or concern, not even for his fucking children. You know, so listen, actions, actions. So hold on to yourself. Even when you embark on and engulf on a new relationship with someone, still hold on to it, but don't give your total self away. Save some of yourself for you. Remember who the fuck you are. Don't allow your overwhelming joy of being in love and being in love and being in love with someone to overtake, to blindside you. Let me say it like that. To blindside you. We all from the streets, right? You know, when you in the streets, you got to watch your back, you got to watch your front, you got to watch your side, you got to be well aware of everybody that is in your circle. And as much as you would love to give motherfucking people a pass, you just can't give them a motherfucking pass because betrayal always comes from motherfucking people we know. It don't come from the enemy. Know what I'm saying? Envy most of the time come from people we know, but betrayal comes from people we know. It don't come from our fucking enemy. And I'm not saying that you got to stack your guard up so motherfucking high. I'm not saying that you cannot be yourself. I am not saying that. You are free to be, baby. Be free. But that's what I'm saying. When you enter into a next relationship, next situationship, you like it, I love it, and you doing what you do and do what you do and enjoy yourself. But just make sure that when the time comes for y'all start, you know, you start to enmesh, that you still have time for yourself. You still do the things that you like. You still save some of you for yourself. And I know life can get demanding sometimes, but you need to be sure that you're doing that for yourself because, baby, first of all, that is what brought you guys together. You being you, him being him. And if y'all start to mesh and intertwine too motherfucking much, it is not healthy for the relationship. It then becomes very fucking toxic. Okay? You have your own identity. Have some of that for yourself. Save some of that for yourself. It's imperative. It's important. Okay? Because you need to always be able to see the spirit. You always need to be able to see the energy. You always need to be able to read this nigga aura when something ain't right, when something is going left. You need to be ahead of the motherfucking game, and in the best way that you can do that. And not the game, because it's not a game, but you need to be in charge of yourself fully without being blindsided, so that whenever a situation arises, you can handle it accordingly, even if that means you putting yourself first. whatever the fuck that means, whatever the fuck that brings. Because I have learned, and all men ain't the same. I ain't gonna say that because they say all women ain't the same, and I know that's a motherfucking lie. But a lot of these niggas, they gonna do what's best for them. The end result, they make sure that they win. Or, we honestly know that it's not a win, but at the time they think it's a win and they doing what's best for them. They are making a conscious decision to do what's best for them. So there will be situations that may arise where you have to create healthy boundaries and have clear understandings. Okay? And make sure you do that for you. Put yourself first because you are your own protector. You are responsible for you. So we got these right, so your intuition is your first line of defense, right? Because in the spiritual world, they talk a lot about fucking ego death, right? Ego death, the death of the fucking ego and shit like that, right? And I just want to say to my ladies, the women, again, I can't direct my shit necessarily to men because I'm not aware of how the ins and outs of how men operate. I have relationships with men, and blah blah blah. That's how I know men. But I don't know men in and out like men don't know women in and out. But let me just tell you this. Your first line of defense is your intuition, right? Your second line of defense for women is your fucking ego. Okay? Don't kill your fucking ego. You just have to decipher when you need to listen to it. Okay? Your first line of defense is your intuition. All right? Your ego gonna start kicking in when your motherfucking intuition is motherfucking going off, and your ego, your self-conscious, and your motherfucking self-conscious gonna be like, bitch, hold up. What the fuck just happened? Wait a minute. Oh, bitch, I know we ain't about to do that. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to kill your fucking ego because your ego is a line of protection. That is your self-conscious trying to protect you, your heart, because you know that you are a giver. You know that you're a lover. And that's one motherfucking thing why I continue to heal and keep working on myself. Because that's one thing that nigga ain't gonna get off. I know I'm a motherfucking lover. You feel me? I'm a lover, baby. I'm a lover girl. And I love being a fucking lover girl. And I'm going to always be a motherfucking lover girl. Because that's my aura. That's my vibe. So the experience I've had with him, I had some lessons I had to learn. I had to, and still in the process of learning how to create healthy boundaries and how to disperse my energy, when to, and who to, when to not react, when to not say anything, when to, I've learned and still learning because every situation is different. Some situations be so motherfucking hardcore. They be so hardcore. That shit want to bring the old me out. The toxic me. And, let me just run something by y'all motherfucking niggas while I'm motherfucking at it. Okay? Women, and I'm talking about women now. Yes, we got bitches in us. Hell yeah, we got some devious shit in us. Motherfucking right. Because it ain't a motherfucking human out here that don't have that. But that is not the point. The point is, we do not operate out of or connect with that side of us, that side of us, when we are with our tribe, when we are with people that we love, when we are loyal to you and dedicated from our men to our motherfucking children. We don't bring that motherfucking side into family. Family. We don't bring that side. That's for enemy lines only. You understand? That's warfare. That's defense. You know, we got some shit that we could plant up out and all that old shit, but we don't bring that shit out unless we need to defend. You understand? So it's difficult for me to understand people that are in relationships such as narcissists that operate in a war state of mind with people they supposed to be in romantic relationships with. Whole time you loving the motherfucker pure heartedly and you trying to see how y'all can make it as a couple, and he tearing the shit down. It's the same as remember when it was a meme. I think I seen it on Instagram when it had three men on a ship, and it said, "Be careful who you in your ship with, because you never know who's poking holes while you rowing." So there was one man in the front rowing. There was the man in the middle. He was like paddling, and there was a man in the back that was poking holes in the fucking back of the canoe and the ship, in the back of the ship. And the meme said, "Be careful who you get in a ship with, right? Relationship. Be careful who you get in a ship with, because while you rowing, you never know who poking holes in the back." So the shit is like all this motherfucking work that you trying to put in to get the team in a better position. You trying to play your part and get the team in a better position, because in any ship, everybody got a part to fucking play. So you playing your part, and you paddling, and the motherfucking tribe that's with you, they fucking rowing, trying to help the team get to a destination, and the whole time you got a motherfucker that's claiming he in with y'all, poking holes in the back of the fucking ship, sabotaging not just the success that y'all could have had, but the success that you made currently to fucking date, and the shit is about to fucking go the fuck down. The more I understand, and I don't really understand, but I read about the traits of a narcissist, right? And the more I see how the fuck they operate, that's a sorry motherfucker. And I'm talking about nigga or bitch in this point. And a lot of people, let me not say a lot of people. My son the other day was like, damn, before I never heard this word before. Narcissist. No, everybody talk about a narcissist. And I said, well, let me tell you, when you educate yourself on certain things, now you have a name for it. See, back in the day, we did not seek therapists and therapy. That shit was taboo in our fucking culture. Okay, so we didn't seek therapists and therapy. So it was a lot of education that they learned, and a lot of clinical terms and psychology and all of that shit that we didn't know about in the motherfucking hood. But all of the fucking characteristics and all of the fucking traits line up the same motherfucking way. But now that society has deemed it safe to, and a good thing to take care of your mental health, and it opened up a whole fucking platform in the fucking field of psychology, we're a little more educated now. So now we know the proper name for it. Instead of saying, he a foul ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or instead of saying, oh, he a fucking snake. Or, he a piece of shit. Or, that nigga draining. That's the fucking hood terms we was using for it, because at the time, that's all we was able to identify. Now that we taking better care of our mental health, we reading more and understanding more, and talking to therapists more and getting more information. We know that it's a name for these motherfuckers. We know that there's diagnosis. It's more than fucking one. You got fucking what's it's different. It's a covert narcissist. Like, god damn, these niggas come in breeds and shit. Like, what the fuck? So I'm saying all that to say, always know and understand self-awareness is important like a motherfucker. You who you are, understand, understand, overstand that you deserve to be liked and motherfucking loved and motherfucking respected, and to be in a romantic, nourishing relationship that's gonna help you grow to be a better person. So you could be an old fly bitch, and your motherfucking man could be an old fly nigga, and y'all could do real gangster shit. Jada said back in the days, gangster get fat and move to Miami. That's the shit you want to do with your motherfucking man. You want to be able to be comfortable with your man in any phase in your life that your body is motherfucking going through, any part of your life that you psychologically growing through. That's the shit you want to be with your motherfucking man. Take trips around the motherfucking world together. Take trips separate. Him with his boys, you with your girls, but you still can motherfucking connect because there's a bond, an unbreakable bond that's motherfucking there. That shit ain't nothing that you trying to fuck with. That shit ain't nothing that you trying to fuck up. You understand? But know what your value is. Know that you do not deserve to be lied to, mistreated, mishandled. You definitely don't need to be continuously putting your life on hold for a nigga that every motherfucking chance he get, he turn around and lie to you, fucking hurt you, fucking do foul shit sneakily behind your motherfucking back, betray you, and then turn around and smile up in your motherfucking face and try to get you to believe again that y'all could try again and it's gonna work this time. No, 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 no. Patterns, baby. Patterns are actions. Actions. Read into the motherfucking actions. Be self-aware enough to know that, you know, it's okay that nobody is perfect, but you don't use that as a fucking excuse, because there is no such thing as imperfection in humans. We gonna fuck up. All right, you know, you're gonna fuck up. But when the shit start to become a pattern, it's no longer a fuck up. It's a conscious decision. And that's how the fuck I know that that whole shit was plot and plan. And his leaving was plot and plan because it's something that he wanted to fucking do. He just didn't have the fucking balls to tell me like the fucking man is supposed to tell me. He wanted to do that shit. I don't give a fuck about what the reason is. It's something that he wanted to do. And he told lies on me to people that, other people that he felt supported him, like his family. He fucking told lies and shit on me because it made him feel better. Because he knew in his heart it was fucked up. But he couldn't even care. Narcissists don't have the capacity for emotion besides anything but self-preservation. All they give a fuck about is they self. They don't give a fuck about nobody else. All right? So these types of people, and I'm talking about people with borderline personality disorder, narcissists, motherfucking child. I ain't even gonna start down the fucking. I'm just about PTSD. That shit is a real motherfucking thing too. That shit is a real thing, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you some shit too, okay? I'm glad I went to see a therapist. I'm also glad that I did go to a spiritualist, because baby, that PTSD almost had me in the fucking rabbit hole. Because I know I gave not just 100%, but that shit was real to me. It was real. Can you imagine everything that you think was real? You find out it ain't. It's like a mind fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's a mind fuck. But it's okay. I'm still winning. I'm still good. I'm good. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. I just wanted to remind you of a few things. Talk some shit with you for a minute of what was on my mind. You know, I had to get a message out. Anytime that you give me, I appreciate it. And anytime you give me a thumbs up, that's energy, baby. And I appreciate that more. Peace and blessings to you on your road to healing. And do not forget, you, darling, numero uno. Don't settle. Motherfuckers say get out your feelings, ain't no money in there. What the fuck you think is in settling? Ain't a motherfucking thing in settling. All the shit you settle for be the same shit you regret. Because you knew the whole time you was worth what your requirements were. You knew you was worth it. But you settled. Your requirements ain't even nothing that's out the motherfucking door for a nigga not to be able to meet it. If a nigga don't meet your requirements, it's simply because he don't want to. And it could be because he haven't reached it himself. But he ain't even interested in trying now with you around. Because he ain't had to do it before. So, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to get up with y'all soon. Sometimes I clean out my phone and I drop some old shit. You respond to it. I appreciate it anyway. It's not me going back and forth or backpedaling. But it is me try to clean out my phone, create more video space. So sometimes the videos I put up may be old. Some of them may be new. They may be mixed up and when I post them. But it's not me backpedaling. I'm still here. I'm still thriving. I'm still healing. I'm still on my journey. And I'm still excited about it because, baby, my eyes have been open, but my heart been open more. I had to shut everything down for a minute. I was buried. I was buried. The seed was buried. But, baby, I done blossomed into a whole motherfucking tree. I'm way past flower, baby. I'm providing motherfucking photosynthesis and shit. And giving other trees and flowers like I'm in conjunction with the universe to help the living and shit. I'm good. And I want you to be good. I want you to be better. And I just want to remind you that we can get through this together. And sometimes these videos are reminders too. Just to remind you, keep going. Don't stop. Like Steve Harvey said, if you going through hell, why would you stop? Keep going. Keep going.